Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by. My name is Nara and in a moment I will be checking into your energy and current affairs. Before we get into it, this is a general reading, and regardless of what current future the cards have in store for you, this is about you having a choice of whether you want to continue on that path or not. Nothing is set in stone and you are the master of your fate. I am here to give you guidance and clarity for your highest good. Everything else is up to you. I will also kindly ask you to be very discerning of any readings you come across on the internet. These are only guidelines, so don't discredit any logical thoughts and decisions when it directly impacts your future. Today I have for you 3 different kind of feathers that I found just walking around, and 3 different tarot decks to choose from, which I've shuffled the decks to get a card that will be easier for you to choose from to get your reading. Whatever, let's just get into it. Let's see if there's a group that draws you in. Group number 1, this is your feather. And this is your tarot deck, with your card being 6 of Pentacles. Group number 2, this is your feather. And this is your tarot deck, with your card being the Knight of Cups. Group number 2, this is your feather. And this is your tarot deck, with your card being the Two of Cups in reverse. With that being said, take your time, take a deep breath, and I'll see you shortly. Hi, group number 1. Let's check your vibe and see if it resonates. So, if you chose this beautiful feather, this is going to be a reading. Oh, and I'm also going to roll a die for you, just because I felt called to. It's a 5, yeah. A 5 may be the month you were born on. It may be the day. It might be just a significant number for you. 555 might be significant, so take it as it resonates. Or I heard just the die itself, like symbolistically, could be in some way, shape, or form significant to you. So let's get straight into it. I have some oracle cards for you that I have pulled, and for you it actually 2 of the cards came out. So the first one is number 32, Struggle, and the second one is number 21, Sacred Space. Now these cards came out in regards to your current situation and what you're currently going through, and I will be pulling just some tarot cards from the deck that you chose to clarify this, but just from the opening energy that I get from you is you have been going through some difficult times, and I think there were a lot of situations that required a huge amount of your energy, and I think for the last couple of weeks, days, you have been quite drained of your energy itself, and it's not exactly physical exhaustion, it's purely emotional and psychological exhaustion. That's what the sacred space is right here. I think you're being called to, or there is a necessity for you to take time off, whether it be time of work, time of the project that you are doing, or just overall time off people, and focus onto yourself. Also, I'm hearing and seeing a picture of a person hugging a tree. That might be significant for you. Connecting with nature, connecting with the space that you find comfortable and safe and that you consider to be your home. I also saw Um, the movie Bridge to Terabithia. My god, that movie traumatized me. But I mean, in a way where the two children find their world of fantasies, you know, a place where they can be themselves, and you know, a place that is purely theirs. And I think that is also what is significant to you, or what you are called to find or search for right now. Also, journaling might be significant. And I just got the vision of the moon, of the full moon, over a sea. In, you know, it's the light of the moon is, you know, like a trail of the light on the sea, on the calm sea. That might be significant to you. Yeah, but like this fish, you have been swimming upstream for quite a while right now, and I think you have felt just overall exhausted from everything. Okay, let's get more cards from your tarot deck for your current situation, so I could get a bit more of an insight of why you have been feeling exhausted. Okay, so that I think your spiritual team might be quite close to you. Four of Swords, exhaustion, absolutely. They might be quite near. You might feel them because the cards came out quite quickly, and I think they have some reassurance to give you at this moment in time. And so we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Empress. Now, with the King of Wands being here, I do feel that this is your energy, not like an outsider, I heard, like a person, an external person. This is insinuating your kind of energy, or your take that you have been taking on life. This person is quite outgoing, passionate, determined, but also this person is riding a fox. It feels unstable and it feels reckless. I think you have been approaching life head first and just diving head first. That's what I heard. With tremendous speed. I think you didn't have time, for some reason did not have time to take a rest with yourself, and that's why you're feeling exhausted. I think it's also because there might be some sort of an opportunity around you right now that you have been working towards. And I think that's why you don't want to miss it, and you're putting a lot of your efforts and energy into that. And that's why you feel exhausted, because you have put all of your energy into this new opportunity that has, you know, approached you in some way. You don't want to miss this. You want to harness this opportunity, which is good, you know, it's beautiful, but I think that's why you're struggling a bit. And with this fast pace, your life being at this fast pace, it kind of feels like that. With the Empress being here, I do feel that you have been... Oh, okay, I see. I think you are naturally a really caring person, and you put a lot of your energy into other people, or trying to help them, or trying to reassure them, be there for them. But I think you have been missing that side of you because of this new opportunity. You have been kind of neglecting this feminine, or this actually divine feminine side of you. And because the masculine, divine masculinity is tied in with work and achieving and acting on your goals, I think you have been tuning into that masculinity a bit more and leaving that femininity behind, which you are now missing. You see this King of Wands, he's kind of traveling towards the Ace of Pentacles, you know, towards that opportunity that might bring you money. And I think it will be fortunate, prosperous, the prosperity from this whatever you have coming in here, whatever you're working on right now, yes. But I think you have been out of tune with your feminine energy, which is taking a toll as of right now. Ooh, 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There has been some turmoil, like inner conflict. And I also heard you have been running from something, from the wolves. You know, this person is kind of hiding in the tree from the wolves. Again, tree, significance. I feel like you just have been running from life with life. There's just, it feels like a lot of running happening, and not specifically from something. I think it's more about just how fast-paced your life is right now, or how much you have to do in a short period of time, or at least that's how you see it, and that's how you, the bar that you have set for yourself. It's there's a lot to do for you in a short amount of time. Okay, so if this is your current situation right now and you feel like this is resonating with you, let's get into the messages that your spiritual team have for you. So first of all, let's just instantly see an immediate messages and guidance from them of what do they want to tell you. It's kind of like more of a short-term message from your spiritual team, your guides, your angels, whatever you're asking advice from. Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay. Nine of Wands, but in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. I think ultimately they're saying to you to not be repulsed by your future. No, that's an interesting interpretation. Okay. To not be repulsed by your future, which is quite interesting to me. Okay, let's get more. To not be afraid of some... Okay, let me just get more cards. My God, King of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords on the back of the deck. I think with the Queen of Swords being here, and I'm gonna look at it kind of chronologically, you have been really into this work of yours, project of yours that you are doing, this opportunity, you have been really into this. But what they're saying that it is taking a toll on you, and you're gonna, if you don't find some sort of a balance, and if you don't rest, you're gonna reach a point of breaking, a point of burnout. That's there. And especially if you see, like, yes, this is King of Cups, but this person here is quite exhausted. It feels like the energy is exhausting. And with the Cups being here, I'm thinking that this will exhaust you emotionally. More emotionally than any other, more than physically, more than, psychologically. It's purely emotional. You might be working with energies, and let me reiterate that. It's, you're either controlling big crowds, you might be actually reading for people, you might be a tarot reader, you might be finding yourself in social situations where you have to diffuse situations or redirect them with. So that's what I mean when I say working with people's energies, you know. But it also could be like you could be a tarot reader, just because it requires a lot of energy to actually read for people. So that's what, you know, what I'm saying, emotional energy. You could be, you know, or just, there's also could be just simply putting on a performance. An actor, there could be, I see like a waitress, because you're also putting on a performance for people around you. And it falls into the same category of diffusing situations or making your guests comfortable and cared for in whatever way, and it does take a toll on your emotional world. Nine of Wands in reverse. I see that there's a lot of heaviness I'm feeling just on your shoulders. There's a lot you have took upon yourself to do. I think you are setting a bar for yourself. It's not exactly that some other people are doing this for you. It's you are doing it, you are setting your own bars. All of these personas that like Four of Swords, King of Cups, Five of Pentacles, all of them look gloomy, exhausted, and at the brink of, I wanted to say at the brink of death, but like at the brink of breaking down. You might be there, you might be on a verge of tears. Yeah, and with the Five of Pentacles, there might be some just difficult times overall, hardships with money. It feels it feels like you're isolated. Maybe that's why all of your energy, emotional energy, is just gone because of what you do and your work, and that's why you don't have enough of emotional capacity to connect with the people that you love. So it feels isolating. You feel like you need to recharge so much more than you know, that you would normally take, that you would normally need to. It feels like your guides are saying that this is just not healthy for you. Let me get some more on this from them. You're choosing a path, this is the Hermit, by the way. You're choosing a path of walking this alone, and you are, ooh. I will take the Seven of Pentacles that came out, because I think this is the exact card that I was getting energetically. It's knowing when to quit and knowing when to engage. It's about waiting, but it's also about disengaging. It's about balance, and I think that's what you are meant to focus on right now and meant to find. Because this isolation, and I feel like you have been so determined to walk this path alone and walk this path by yourself. Maybe there wasn't any other choice for you, or you have not seen any other choice but to walk this path alone, whatever you're walking, just life overall. But I do see that you have people around you, and you do have friends, and you do not have to walk your path alone. And I'm not saying that you have to ask for help for people. It's more about balancing out when you're working. And I just heard 70-30. Yeah, you could be isolated for 70% of the time because you're focusing on your career and focusing on the prospect. Is that a word? Basically a career that will make you money eventually. You're focusing on that, you're passionate about that, about this opportunity that is coming in. But make it 70-30. The 30% of the time, just recharge, but you know, put your time into friends too. It's kind of like working Monday through Thursday and then Friday to Sunday going out. Just doing whatever, you know. Finding some sort of a routine, some sort of a balance, because if you will not have a routine, there, you know, that's the thing, you can balance both of these things out, but I just think you have not yet set a routine for yourself. That's why it's quite difficult for you to go out and meet people, because you think that you have to be working every single second of the day. And of course it does not work, because your work requires a lot of energy. So what they're saying is you have to find some sort of a balance between your work and, you might be a workaholic actually, just overall, between your work and the people that you love. Because you're just gonna feel gloomy all the time, you're gonna reach breaking points, you're gonna reach a burnout. Absolutely, it just feels gloomy. You know, this is the first message they have for you. Now, let's get into the second message for you, which is gonna be a bit more long term. We have the Knight of Cups, which in this specific deck, this card is drawn as a feminine card, a woman. It could be that you are getting in tune to your feminine side, femininity, divine feminine. Oh, divine feminine, I'm feminine. Woman, Doja Cat. Yeah, you're getting into that sexy ass energy also. Four of Wands. Ooh. Another song for you. Pink and White, Frank Ocean. It's kind of that groovy energy. Okay then, okay. But also woman, Doja Cat. And yeah, with the Four of Wands, there's just focusing on family, focusing on your collective, your community. Let me get more cards on this. What is the message? What's from your spiritual team? I think that it is also an encouragement to focus on that. Now, this is interesting. This card wanted to come out for you 2 times, in the short term advice message and in the long-term advice, which it did not actually come out, but it turned over and also fell out of the deck. And this card is the Tower card. I think, and this is how I'm going to take it, and I'm also going to put it right here because it's not exactly one or the other. They are telling you to change your perspectives on life in some way, because I think you have been getting into you have been in this mindset that you are the, how do I say this? You have been walking this path alone for so long that you don't see any other option but to walk this path alone. And you think that this is the best possible way for you, not getting attached and just working to the bone until you make enough money to pay for everyone, for your friends, for your family, to buy a yacht. Just basically make as much money as you can. Just working to the bone. I think they're asking you to change that perspective, because or just to think it overall, and that's because that's how it's gonna go. You're gonna just become so disengaged and detached from your friends that you just, you know, it feels isolating. It feels that you will not know them. Losing friends, which is just sad. Don't get to that point. They're encouraging you to tune into that femininity of yours. Again, 70-30. Okay, 80-20. Yeah? 20 to 30% of the time you have to tune into your feminine. energy. We have the Hanged Man and the Three of Swords. I just heard there is something you don't see. There is something you don't know. And there's something they're not telling you. I think it frightens you that you don't know that. You might be intuitive, you might be able to guess what the universe has for you. And they are telling you that this is something that you will not see coming. They're working behind your eyes. They are working in your blind spot where you cannot actually see or feel what they have in store for you. And I think this is them asking you to trust them on this and let them work without being too nosy about it, which is interesting. Yeah, with the Hanged Man, trust in them to make it right for you. And the only things that are defined here is family, friends, community, and femininity, which you should get into or you should focus your attention on, because everything else is not up to you right now, or not at this moment. And they let them work, let them do their job, and you just focus on these things. And the Three of Swords, I do think that this is bringing a lot of worry into your life, and you feel like walking in the dark, walking in the unknown. And I think that triggers you a lot in some way. I think that is what is causing you pain. And not physically, just overall, distress, that's the word I was looking for. Let me get more cards. Thank you. Seven of Wands. Yeah, I think this... Okay, so the secret that they have been keeping from you is something that you have been wanting to find out for a while now. And I think they have not been giving you the answer that you're looking for, and they're asking for you to wait. But that... this feeling that you have to wait without even knowing where you're going, it's a bit scary for you, it's a bit intimidating, and I think this is the boulder that you cannot climb, the wall that you cannot climb over for some reason, a fight you cannot win with them. Yes, well, they're a bit more ethereal in some way than you. They might know a bit more than you do, and they're 2244 on the timer, and they are asking you to trust them in this and do not worry about this. Page of Pentacles. Oh my god, I just saw this, like, you are this cutesy patootsy little soul, in their care, and Page of Pentacles, you're just beginning this journey. With the Pentacles, it also could be this new opportunity that is coming in. You're just beginning this journey. It's just the start. So focus on that, and they are carrying you in their arms like this, like a little pixie. And you're just starting to grow your wings. You're not flying yet, but like they're carrying you, and just let them take care of you for a bit. And they're like, and I'm also seeing like they're carrying you like this, and you're in the palms of the palm of their hands. And I think like you cannot see past, like, you're so small that you cannot actually see what is behind the hands that they're holding you in, and they're like, it's not yet ready, let me just walk you exactly to where you need to be, and I'll let you go, and I'll let you explore where you need to explore, but just don't fall off my hands, because the drop is, they're walking with you in their hands. It's like a huge drop. So it's kind of, they're asking you to be a bit more patient. And with the struggle here, I think you have been. You have been. and they're asking you to be just a bit more. I think this might be one of those lessons where you just have to be, you are learning how to be patient. And I think this has been going on for years now. And I think that's exactly why. Because they are working behind the scenes to bring everything good to you, or to make your wishes come true. So they're asking you to just be a bit more patient. They will bring you there, you know, just trust in them. That's what they're asking you. Okay, let me get some final messages, or just overall, how do they see you as a person? Just... okay, I'm gonna take this. Okay, thank you. We have the Three of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Cups, of course, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. I think they see you as, oh my god, I just heard like the power of female manipulation. And manipulation, I'm using this word not in a bad connotation necessarily. Manipulation is being able to change energies from one to the other. It's like, you know, they're saying like wind manipulation. It's not exactly malicious. It's kind of like an alchemist, like transmuting energies. That's why how I'm using the word manipulation, even though it has been linked to bad things and to, you know, manipulating people's emotions. I think it's just a word that has become too trendy in that specific side of everything. But I do not see manipulation as a bad word. I just know that this is a tool to use. It's kind of like weaponize your talents, weaponize your natural abilities. And it does not mean in a bad way. It's sometimes just okay to get what you want, but it's not exactly causing harm to the people that you are using that on. You know, it's I don't see it as a malicious thing. And they see you as like divine feminine manipulator in the best possible way, and I know how this sounds. I mean that you have that kind of energy, transmuting, you have that kind of characteristics, transmuting people's energies into something that you want to see in them. That's like redirecting, disengaging. That's what feminine is all, divine feminine is all about. Three of Wands, you are a person of lots of talent actually, and I think you are a creator. In some way you're creating things, and this person is standing back looking at their creations and looking for a way to move forward, or looking for a way to improve these creations, improve your work in any way. I think you might be graceful, careful in some ways. With the Seven of Cups being here, it's also, this person is leading little people. What? This person is leading children. That's what I wanted to say. Through like shallow waters, but that's the thing, is like in some places there are deeper waters, and it's kind of, this person is leading children to not be you know, to not basically drown in the water, and to not slip somewhere, to this person is showing them a safe passage. And I think it's metaphorically, you as a soul are showing other little souls, or new souls to this world, where they need to go, or how to approach some situations. And again, that's why I'm seeing a lot of working with energies, and working with with spirits, just overall. You're quite intuitive, and that's how they see you. And there's also, again, you are leading them through unknown paths. You are not a follower, you're a leader. You are the one who is actually opening up paths for people. And let me shift everything a bit. And opening up paths for people, yeah. Showing them the way. There might be, maybe not right now, but eventually just in your life, there might be a lot of people that trust you as a person, trust you to not let them down or to show them the right path. They trust in your advice and intuition overall. Ooh, it's a Knight of Pentacles. I just felt that you are a person who is noble, but also you're working for the people. Robin Hood, you are working for the people. And it's kind of like something, oh, I don't need anything from this. I just want people to be, to live up to their potential. You could be a teacher. You could become a teacher in your life eventually. Helping people find themselves in a way. There's just a lot of spirituality about you. You might be in this tarot business for like, you know, a while now. Just overall intuitive. I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. I just heard your heart is pure. Filled with optimism and happiness. That's why you have to get back in tune with your femininity, because you are overall such a divine feminine person. And yes, sometimes masculinity is needed for achieving some goals, but you are an absolutely divine feminine, and you have to explore that tool that you have, that side of yourself. Wow. The Two of Swords. I think you are always, when you're making decisions, you are weighing both options equally and looking at everything, all of the consequences that all of these options have for you. You are really taking seriously the decisions, especially when it involves not only yourself but other people. And I also see that you always find balance no matter what kind of challenges life throws at you. You always find like a stable ground to work from. Even if you're in the sea and you're floating, you still find stability. You still find, yeah. I'm seeing there's another card in here. It's Temperance. It's also about finding that balance, about, you know, a person standing in the sea of waves but still standing, and, you know, finding a solid rocks to stand on in the sea of life. Yeah. I'm also just, you know, I'm seeing the power of word, of speech, that, you know, that elegant formal speech. I'm seeing Game of Thrones, I'm seeing Bridgerton. It's kind of that, how flattery, how people speak. You have a lot of gift with speaking, or the mannerisms. There's something so graceful about that. And I think you know how to word things. That's where the divine manipulation comes in. You know how to word things to get your way, or to direct people in some way, to, I just heard dislocate, to, diffuse the situation at hand. That's why you've been gifted with this talent, you know, or you have learned this from a very young age, because you will not be using it for evil. With this Knight of Pentacles, you will only use it for good, and for good of the other people. you're noble. That's the thing. Your heart is noble. Your heart is pure. That's why you have been given so many talents to use them. Yeah. I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. I hope I brought you some clarity and some peace of mind. Nevertheless, be very discerning about everything I said here today. And if you don't like where you're going, switch it up, turn it around, change directions. It is your choice. Otherwise, let me know how it resonated. With that, good luck, have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you. Bye! Hi group number 2. Let's check your vibe and see if it resonates. So, if you have picked this beautiful feather, this is going to be a reading. I have already pulled some oracle cards for you. So you have number 12, Truth. Now instantly what I got was a TikTok comment thing where if you get the reference, this is what you would write. How quickly I got the reference, and then you would send a picture of an eagle catching a tennis ball, I think. So if that resonates in any way, might be significant, yeah? The truth. I think you're a keen observer, just as a person overall. I think you're one of those people who can read people like an open book. I think you might be quieter than most of your peers. You might be doing more observing than talking. Just like overall as a person, you might be an introvert. I just heard you might like birds. You might be just overall interested in birds, and then I'm hearing Brennan Lee Mulligan. Game changer? Listen, if that resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Just saying everything that comes across. I'm gonna instantly pull some tarot cards for you, and let's just get into it. Let's see what is the current situation for you. What is happening right now? What is your current situation? We have 8 of Swords, which is really interesting because I saw this card on the bottom of the deck right before I started shuffling. Yeah. 8 of Swords. Oh my god. I just heard you might be trapped in your own body. You are longing for freedom. You are longing for flight. Ooh, a book recommendation for you. Justin, hello? Oh my god. By the way, Justin Timberlake. But just like, book recommendation. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It's about breaking your limits, breaking your boundaries. But I mean, like, it feels like with this card, it feels like you are just trapped in yourself. And trapped in your body. And your body, you feel that your body is not capable of doing something that you want to do. For example, it's you want to fly. You don't have wings. Well, metaphorically, you do. You know, or like spread your wings. It's kind of, you know, it's that line between a metaphor and reality. Ooh, another book recommendation. You might be a book girly, regardless of gender. It's just an expression. Another book recommendation, Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. It's about that, where does metaphor end and reality begin? Lovely book. I'm gonna link it, put it in the description for you to check out. So let's see. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Princess of Cups, which in this deck is Page of Cups. And 3 of Swords? What? Okay, let me get this here. Okay. I think, first of all, Ace of Cups, Princess of Cups, there might be some water placements in your chart. Water sign placements. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I think you as a person is really emotionally intuitive. Wow, that's a word. That's some, descriptions. Hermit on the bottom of the deck. I think you're quite intuitive as a person. I think you're quite, you have a lot of empathy for people. And it's again with the 12 truth being here, you see people from their core. You can understand them just by their mannerisms, by their non-verbal language. You can observe people's movements and know what exactly they're feeling or thinking. That's where the empathy comes in. That's why Scorpio, I'm hearing Scorpio could be a really... If you're a Scorpio rising, man, this is like, it kind of, you feel deeply, you feel so intuitively what people around you are. Okay, and with the 8 of Swords, I think, wow, that's what I was getting, from the very beginning. It's kind of like you feel trapped in yourself because you feel like you could be so much more useful if you would have an ethereal body. It feels like you as being like human, having flesh physically, bones, structure, it feels like you are trapped in that because you cannot access your full potential of intuitiveness that you have. I don't know, this might be very specific, but you are just longing to be an ethereal creature without, like, light or like shadow. It's, it's something you cannot touch, and because you have that physical type of body that it's like in material form, I feel like you are seeking a form that is not even liquid, but just like gaseous. It's kind of it's interesting. You're looking for a form that is not solid, or you're longing for that because for some reason it feels like that is the only way you could ascend into freedom or flight state. This is so interesting. Feathers, yeah, just, it's... Is this why you're feeling so much body dysmorphia in yourself? I'm just feeling so much that you were meant to be born a fairy in this world, and why are you a human? That's some meta level shit. Wow, it's so... Wow. That's where your body dysmorphia comes in. I'm here feeling like you were meant to have pointed ears and wings as just your body composition, and you don't, and that's where you feel body dysmorphia. It's not about you feeling not in your gender, for example, but it's purely you are not the species that you were meant to be. This is so interesting. I have not ever felt this kind of an energy from a person. Wow. That's your cage. Your human body is your cage. I'm also like seeing a person sitting inside the core of your heart. Not exactly a person, but like just an entity, a non-existent form. This is so interesting. Inside your heart, around your heart, like wind, like the wind, like the air, like it's transparent. It's that kind of form. And it's sitting around your heart, and it's kind of piloting a human skin, flesh, body, bones, you know, human skeleton with armor of flesh. It's so interesting. That I think that's where your body dysmorphia comes in. Wow. Whoa, I love this. I love this energy. I think you feel more in tune when you are sleeping, in tune with yourself, because then you are, maybe you know how to astral project, or maybe that's what you are seeking to learn, because that kind of an astral form of just purely your soul is when you feel the most aligned with yourself. Wow, this is so interesting. So if this feels like you right now, or your current situation, or just what have you been thinking about, you know, and this is so interesting, just again, specifically the deck that you chose, for me, this deck is the most abstract one that I have, and I usually use it for people that, and it's not conscious, it's subconscious. I feel drawn to this deck when there's not the person that I'm speaking with is so complex and so undiscovered. For example, or just overall, the situation is so special and so ethereal and spiritual. This deck is the most spiritual one that I have, and the most abstract one, intuitively. Wow, it reveals, every single time I pick it up, it reveals something that I have not felt yet with a person. This is so interesting. Wow. I wanna know more about you. Let's get into your spiritual team's advice for you. Ooh, how's the word? And vast and endless universe. That's where you feel at home. Wow. Okay, so let's see what your spiritual team or higher self, I heard higher self, maybe, okay, if there's a message from them, absolutely, maybe ancestors, whoever want to come forward and send you a message, this is the time to do so. Completion, wow. Well, Four of Wands. Just as I said, vast, endless universe, that is where your spiritual family begin and end. Reside. You are a being not from this world. It's so interesting. You might not... Now I'm getting a question, how did you end up here? Why did you end up here? This is so interesting. Okay, let's get more of I'm also feeling that maybe you are the only one of your spirit, of your soul family that is reincarnated in this earth, you know, and that's why maybe you're feeling a lot of connection with the stars and the vast universe. Maybe you are interested in space overall, space programs. Maybe you want to be closer to space, so it's like a job like an astronaut or something. Let me get more for this change. Knight of Cups and Queen of Discs. Knight of Cups in this deck is King of Cups, and Queen of Discs is Queen of Pentacles. And Two of Wands with change. First of all, again, I feel like you are just a being from a completely different version, reality. Even like galaxy, I feel like maybe in this reincarnation, your soul family has been scattered throughout different galaxies, not even planets. And that's why I feel so drawn to space or something beyond that. And also why you are so uncomfortable in the body that you are. And I'm just feeling such a longing coming from the stars above. Wow, oh my god, the song coming through for you is Heilung, Norupo. I will put it in the description. It is so undescribably spiritual and transcendental, beyond the human form. I would advise you to listen to that because I think it also radiates some sort of hurts that again transcends this world. I'll put it in the description. Two of Pentacles. You are like a snake, slick and sly, and a serpent. Again, not in a bad way, because with the religion and everything, everyone associates snakes with bad things. No, it's kind of you know the easiest and quickest way to your goals. I do feel some sort of an attachment to a person. Okay, now we're talking completely metaphysical things. What I am getting, you have some sort of an attachment, maybe a soul contract to a person. It's King of Cups with the Four of Completion, with the Four of Wands. This is your spirit family. This is your soul family. You might be searching for that. You might be searching for that being. I'm hearing so much about space program. I'm hearing so much about the person that is not reincarnated on this earth, and this person is somewhere. This sounds so specific. It feels like a person from another planet, and maybe you have been in communication with this person or you will be in communication with this person. Wow, this is such a weird message. Listen, if it resonates for you, it resonates for you. And I'm also getting it's not like the communication that you have been in with this person, it's not exactly verbal, or it's not exactly words. It's signs, it's feelings, maybe even like the dream form. Form. The dreams that you have are like prophecies of some sort. You have that kind of power or talent in you. And I think you are in communication with some of your soul family that are far away, reincarnated, not on this earth. Which is really interesting. Light and dark. You are one heck of a soul. The star being on the bottom of the deck. I'm just hearing some insane, mental connections. Whoa, okay, now I'm getting this. This is the message from a person that wanted to come out and tell you this. I feel like they have been feeling the same connection that you have been feeling, with something in the stars that you cannot quite comprehend or understand, but you feel it and you trust it. You trust it to be them. And I think they are also, wherever they are and whoever they are, they also feel that. Keep in mind, both of these people are turned away. They're facing like each other, but they're turned away. We cannot see their face like here we can. This is again it's symbolic of you looking to the horizon, looking to the stars and seeing them and they're seeing you. And this is such a like balance, such a connection that you will not come across anywhere else. It's one of a kind. I think there's also like, you could have never explained to anyone why you are so attracted to the stars. And I don't think there are people who actually understand how much you are intuitively connected with space and something or someone beyond space. And I think this is why. This is because there are people beyond our galaxy that are calling to you. Wow. Now that's her. The sun. The sun. This is your happy place. This person is your happy place. Wow. But it feels like a brother and sister connection. And I think there's also, we as humans do not have that kind of, I don't want to say love, but the word for expressing the love that you, the connection that you feel with this person, because it's just unheard of, or it seems unrealistic to many people. And I think you as a person cannot ever start to explain any of this connection to anyone, because no one would truly understand you. You're looking for truth, you're looking for answers, you're looking for clarity. You want to understand what is this connection, because how you have been feeling, we do not have the knowledge to answer you these questions as human species. Maybe in the library of Alexandria, oh, just help me God at this one. However it's pronounced. Maybe in those scripts and scrolls we maybe would have had some answers if it wasn't burned down and gone and lost forever. But listen. And this, whoever this entity is across the universe, they feel like your happy place. They feel like your guardian, your angel. You are each other's guardian. I think you even subconsciously are sending signs to that being over there, and they're sending you signs back. Purely, I don't even think it's conscious. It's kind of just, you just do it. This is how you're in communication with them. Wow, I think I feel undereducated for this sort of a connection. I don't think there are any books of this, on this. I'm just speaking what I'm feeling. And this might not resonate to a lot of people, and that's fine. Listen, it's just, this is really specific, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Because even if one person is gonna actually, tune in, relate to this, resonate with this, if you needed to hear that, this person is all, yes, take what resonates. And this is a confirmation. I'm hearing this is a confirmation from a being beyond our physical plane, even. Oh my god, this is wow. Take it as a confirmation if it confirms something to you. And also a confirmation that you are sending signs to them, they're sending signs to you, and they feel it too, that connection with the stars. Wow. Sounds like a fantasy, sounds like a book. No, it's, that's, maybe you're into books. Wow. Actually, I just got maybe they are from a different reality. Wow. Wow. Ooh, another song for you. Panic in Babylon. The Brian Jonestown Massacre. I'll put it in the description. it fits into your vibe. Just check it out. Okay, let's see what are your other messages, either from this person. I'm actually, if this person wants to come, this being, I'm keep saying person because that's who I've been doing readings for usually. But if this entity, being, want, you know, across the universe want to come out and give you a message, go ahead. Or if your higher self, if we have success, Six of Pentacles. Might be from your higher self, actually. Maybe this is just a connection, you know, with, for that, you know, being that he is reaching out to you. But maybe this is from your higher self now. Maybe just overall your guides. Nine of Swords. Okay. The Judgment card. The Aeon. This card specifically in this specific deck is the most abstract one and the most straightforward one. It's instantly indicating to me that you are connected with the source above, just anything above. It's, you are so connected, you are meant for great things. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and not rush into this. Let's just we have Six of Pentacles, we have with success, we have Nine of Swords, cruelty, we have Four of Cups, luxury, and Seven of Wands, valor. First of all, it's so interesting, you have every single suit in the tarot deck. Just wanted to mention that out. Jack of all trades. Sure. The message for you from your spiritual team. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing that you are getting every single experience that you can get. Like, it's in a way that it's so radical, it's so over the top, it's like borderline experiences. It's so interesting. Like with the Seven of Wands, if you are, you know, fighting something, like, or getting rid of some things, it's so over the top, it feels like, wow, it just escalated from 0 to 100. You know, like if you're learning lessons in this lifetime, you are gonna get either you're gonna get the 100% the most difficult challenges for you to learn that lesson, even though it wouldn't be as necessary. That's just, and you, but that's the thing. You will, by achieving those lessons, you are getting the most out of everything. So yes, you are dealing with the hardest lessons that, you know, a person as a person can deal with, but you also get the biggest rewards from that. And that's the thing, it absolutely feels like that. Seven of Wands with the Six of Pentacles. You will get 100% of the pain and 100% of the reward. I just got life is out to get you. Wow, but in a way that, like, they're sending you a lot of challenges. A lot. But they are presenting you with, that's what I was getting. They're presenting you with some sort of a power, some sort of a, with great power comes great responsibility. Maybe you are actually getting a power of communicating with your soul family that has reincarnated beyond the stars somewhere. So it's kind of, I think there might be some sort of a power of communication, power of understanding people. It's unworldly. The power that you get is S tier. It's ethereal. It's not meant for a human to have. But you are not quite human. You are a bit more than that. Your soul is a bit different. You were meant to incarnate as a fairy. Maybe something got mixed up. You know what? There's no coincidences. Maybe this was meant to be for you to learn something. But I'm feeling strongly you were meant to reincarnate as a fairy. So they might be giving you gifts that a fairy would have, but you are also going through challenges that no human could probably survive, but you're not exactly human. This is so specific. Listen, if it doesn't work for you, turn this off. Turn this away. Wow. The roller coasters of life. You're special, and I'm like, you know, people are telling you, oh, you're special, da da da. No. This is the first time I'm coming across this kind of energy. And listen, this is the first time I'm hearing these types, you know, this type of thing. The song for you, Free Bird by MOONLGHT. Free bird. And the eagle. The eagle might be significant actually for some reason. You might own an eagle. That's also really specific. Wow. The Tower card. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. They are testing you. They are testing you a lot, and I don't exactly know why. I think it's because of... They are testing you a lot because they want to give you a lot. But for you to survive the gifts, you have to survive the challenges. Whoa, 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 whoa. You are quite resilient, by the way, as a person, and quite gifted and intuitive. And you will receive even more of those gifts throughout your life. Can I get... Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. Exactly. This is exactly what I was looking for. Because when I got the Tower card, I knew that you have another card that is balancing out the Tower card. And in this situation, it's the Ace of Discs, the Ace of Pentacles. Wings. You were meant to have wings. That comes so strongly. Wow. And that's the thing. It's... You will get every single opportunity you will ask for. You are... Ooh, you are a master manifester. You know how to materialize things into existence. From the words of ideas into existence. From the world of ideas into existence. That's like, you know, spoken word might be significant. But you are pure magic. You are pure magic, and you will unlock more and more of those talents within yourself. They will show you how to unlock that, but first they have to test you. They have to give you absolute hell for you to unlock, for you to exalt, to unlock your power. Exultant. Wow. It feels like I'm speaking to a being from another reality, from a fantasy world that I do not completely understand because I have never been there, or, you know, I never knew the rules of that world that you are kind of living in or supposed to be living in. Another thing, you might be an author, or you might be called to write a fantasy book about the world that you feel that you have, that you feel, that you see inside yourself, that you feel. that you know that you should have been living in. Write about that world if you're being called to. I just saw a peacock's feathers. Birds, hello? Birds are significant, hello? Well, we're doing a reading with feathers, but I mean like, especially, it's the roll. By the way, I needed to roll a die for you, which I didn't yet, so let's roll. That's what I saw in my mind's eye, and then it came out a number 1. A leader. Masculinity. And like, but masculine, it's like the soul. The soul? The sun. The sun. It's, you radiate leadership. Number 111 could be significant. 1111. Wow. A creator. Wow, such an energy. Okay, let's just get some cards on how do your who are you? Who are you? We have the 2 of Cups, love. This is how your spiritual team, your soul team, this is how they're seeing you. Love. They have so much affection for. Okay, sure. So, whoa. Okay, let's just see. We have 9 of Cups with happiness. We have 7 of Swords, fertility. We have the Emperor, and we have 2 additional cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 7 of Cups. Are you insane? Are you insane? First of all, 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups being here. They see you as the purest form of love. The way that they see you is also not putting you into a cage of flesh. They do not see you as human. They see you as anti-human, as beyond that. They do not look at you and see human, they see a soul. And wow. 7-7, by the way. It's interesting. 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands. Divinely orchestrated. Beyond the stars. I'm just hearing beyond the stars. Wow. You are quite a resilient person. I think that with the 7 of Swords, your soul has been broken down and built up again a number of times. You have been lost and you have been found again. This is such a give and take, such a push and pull, a roller coaster of life. You are going through the waves that are never ending. It feels like that. But at the same time, you are going through that because you have some sort of a purpose here. You are meant to become such a being that surpasses human capability. That's why they're testing you. But you will be betrothed. Wow, that's a sentence. Such a power and a gift, and I'm seeing like you sharing that gift with the universe, like a golden light shining on you, or like a golden thread trickling in through your fingers. You are siphoning energy from the universe, and the universe is giving you that energy because you're like a vessel. You know how to I'm just seeing you as a vessel, as, you know, surpassing your human form. Universe is sending a golden light to you, and that golden light travels through your body as a vessel and digs straight into the earth and just expands in the whole earth with just threads of light, of golden light, and all of the flowers and trees all around you start growing just a bit more fuller with life. Awakening the earth, healing the earth. You're a healer. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. This is, wow. You're a leader and a healer, and you're a transcendental being. I don't know if I even can call you a human being, because you are a being overall. You are working with the universe closely, and eventually will be working with the universe closely to heal this earth. To bring us some sort of salvation. Hello, Messiah, welcome, hi, what? What, who are you? Wow, wow. This is an energy. This is an energy. I really hope that there is a person that this resonated to, because please come save the earth. But okay, I think maybe that's the thing. Maybe just overall a soul contract of your soul family is bringing you as souls into different planets, into different worlds, to heal those worlds, to work with the universe to heal the earth, physically heal the earth, because we as humans have been trashing the earth for so long, and you just have been sent there to replenish. Wow. With great power comes great responsibility. Absolutely. But that's the thing. You have great power, and you will continue to unlock that power. Your sole purpose on this earth is to heal the earth. You are a powerful being. A powerful being. And I think that's the thing, is like, when they're sending you 10-10 on the timer. When they're sending you challenges, I think they want you to know that every challenge comes with a reward. Everything you overcome comes with a gift that no human can actually access. But you are more than human. I don't know how else to express it. You are just more than human. Listen, it sounds batshit crazy. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I feel. The eagle. Eagles might be significant. Wow. If you own an eagle, wow. Listen, I think that's all I have to say to you for now. I hope this actually, I do actually hope this helped you in some way. I would love to feel your energy again in the future, because this was just, wow. A fairy. I love this. Oh my god. Listen, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. I hope I brought you some clarity and some peace of mind. Nevertheless, be very discerning about everything I said here today. Actually, be very discerning. If you don't like where you're going, switch it around, change directions. It is your choice. Otherwise, let me know. Please let me know how this resonated. I'm so interested to hear from you. With that, good luck, have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you. Bye! Hi, group number 3. Let's check your vibe and see if it resonates. So instantly, I have a song for you that is coming in. It's by Nilüfer Yanya. It is called Where to Look. I will put all of the songs that I channel in the description so you can check them out. And if you chose this feather, this is going to be your reading. I will also just roll a die for you because I feel called to. And that's a 1. Okay. You might have some leadership qualities, and also a 1-1-1 might be significant. I'm heard an alchemist transmuting energy into material world. Let's see what is your oracle card. We have number 11, the new day. I think you are an optimistic person, but at the same time logical. I think when it comes to situations that you have to solve, you would like to look at them optimistically, but you do look at them realistically. This is interesting. I think when it comes to realistic situations, you are leaning towards the optimistic side of the realistic approach. If you know what I mean. I think you might be a morning person. You might be the most productive during morning hours or during the day. Actually, let me instantly get some new cards, some tarot cards for you, and see what is the actual current situation of yourself. I think you might be in quite a routine-like workplace, or just, that sounded stupid. I feel like all workplaces are routine-like. But then, okay, maybe it's like this. You are just in a routine that your work requires you to be in. It's interesting. That's interesting. Butterflies, dragonflies might be significant to you. That's interesting. Let's just get a couple of tarot cards. King of Swords. I did feel from you a bit more of a masculine energy. King of Swords coming out. Right, well, a lot of cards coming out. We have the 10 of the Divine, which is the 10 of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have 7 of Wands coming through. I feel that you are working hard on something right now. That's sort of a like routine type of environment, work. You are working on something really hard, on some sort of a project. You're in your King of Swords energy. Is that more aggressively taking action, in control of everything that goes out, that comes in. I just saw, I do not know the terminology, but the person that is responsible for putting food out in a restaurant, the one that calls the like orders, like that sort of stress or significance that you as a person have in this situation. You are the one taking a lot of control on, getting to the same reference of being, the one that calls out the orders. You're checking that the food has to be, correctly made, plating and everything. There's a lot of that comes. You have a lot in your radar right now, and you are responsible for a bunch of things at once. 10 of Wands, you are carrying a lot of weight for your whole team. You are one of the core person that is responsible for everything else to keep working and be intact, for the business to not fall to the ground. I think there's also a lot of people are coming to you for advice or coming to you for direction on what they need to be doing, what they need to do, what is the next step or the course of action that, you know, you as a team should take. Now I'm seeing those Olympic sports where people are sitting in the one boat and one person is aura farming and the other people are just paddling, is that the word? Yeah, as fast as they can. I wanted to say you're kind of that person that's aura farming, but it's not exactly like that. Like, you are commanding all of them, but you're also doing a lot of work. You're not just, you know, standing and looking at people. You're not a boss, you're a leader. You're still doing a lot of work. That's where the masculine energy comes in from. Divine masculinity. You don't have to be a man or a woman. It's not gender specific. It's just what kind of energy you are tapped into right now, mostly. And it's masculine energy, absolutely. Seven of Wands. I think you have been keeping everything together for quite a while. And you have been fighting for all of the people on your team. Now I'm seeing prosecutors. Now I'm seeing law. You know, you're fighting for people, for other people. Fighting for rights of people. That's so interesting. Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, you know. Ace of Cups. There's also a lot of emotional integrity to you as a person. Yes, you are putting like a front that you are quite organized, controlled. Not controlling, controlled. You're like, you're a leader, number one here. You are taking... that's the thing, is like you are taking care of a lot of a lot of people around you. You can understand other people. You understand them, and I think this masculinity approach is a bit of a front that you put on, and I don't think you want other people to know that you're also quite emotionally responsive, emotionally in tune, just overall. You're staying strong for other people. Because if the number one leader succumbs to their emotions, what should the other people in your team do then, you know? So you're kind of staying strong for... I'm seeing the TV series The Bear, of, you know, just like keeping the front, like just keep going, you know. Yeah, if that resonates with you as you are right now, let's see what are the messages that your spiritual team have for you. What do they want to tell you right now, at this moment? Okay. These are a bit too much cards. Too many. I would like a bit less, please. Just a couple of cards for group number 3. From your spiritual team, from your ancestors. What do they want to tell you? Four of Pentacles. I heard having a hold on your money, on finances, keeping a lot of attention towards the finances that are coming in and that are put out. Something to do with business. 9 of Cups and Page of Cups. I think you are quite more emotionally in tune, that you let out or that you show. You are quite closed off when it comes to your emotions, and I don't think you want other people to know that. You're putting on a show for them. Four of Pentacles, I do think that you need to keep a close eye on the finances that are coming in and that are coming out. Just be mindful on that. Just check the papers. Check it again. Nine of Cups. I think what they're telling you with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Cups, the Nine of Cups more, it's, you know, good things are coming. Some sort of an emotional fulfillment is coming to you in your life. I think there's also something about you exploring your emotional side, kind of tuning into your inner child. Because that's the thing. I feel like from a masculine standpoint, you are quite evolved and enhanced. With the King of Swords being here, you know how to harness the masculine energy and how to make it work for you. But with your emotional side, you're only a page. You know, there's a lot of steps for you to grow in terms of your emotional side and your intuition, your feelings and emotions. Let me get more. I think there's also like there's a chance coming in for you to explore that side of you and to pay more mind to it, more attention. And again, some emotional fulfillment, some sort of happiness, abundance coming in. Thank you. Two of Pentacles. This card came out and I was wondering, should I take it or not? We're taking this now. I think their message to you is that you have found a way to balance two things at once. For some reason, I'm hearing that you have already found the way. Even though your emotional side is not as prominent or as advanced as your, action-based side, your masculinity, it's kind of you. I think this is a new thing, but you have found a way to actually explore that feminine side of yours, that emotional side of yours, intuition. And I think what they're saying, they're proud of you for doing that, and they're proud of you for exploring that side, for getting into that, and to keep on growing that other side of you. Up until a point where, you become a king or a queen. That's the star. Beautiful. I think whatever is the coming through for you, like you have been putting so much effort into this work, and whatever you are seeking based on this work, on this energy, it is coming true. It is coming to fruition. Whatever you imagine this project could become, will become. There's a lot of, and a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of overall just abundance coming into your life. And it's also like, it's immediate, it's on a short notice. It's kind of, it's coming in quickly and it's coming in soon. That's what they're telling me. There's some sort of like inner happiness, childish happiness, that innocence of yourself that will awaken once you get to that point. And I think there's also like your inner child is proud of you. And I'm hearing so much about this. Like, your spiritual team is so proud of you for what you've become and what are you becoming. Yeah, and also you're that kind of person. You're a pillar of strength for people. And even though you're not as in tune or as evolved in your emotional side, you're starting to exploring that. You're starting to explore that, and they're so proud of you for this. Did I for a once on the bottom of the deck? I thought it was like Six of Cups, which again talks about childhood innocence. For a once though, I'm gonna take it. It's fours might be significant. 4-4. We have 2 4s here. It's about you finally enjoying people. That's so interesting. Family might be significant, or letting yourself hang out with your family, spend time with your family, letting yourself let go of that intense work life of yours. Okay, let's get into your second message. This one is going to be a bit more long-term. Justice and the High Priestess. Wow. I think you are becoming more powerful, more intuitive with yourself, and we have the Ace of Pentacles here too. You have the Ace of Cups here and the Ace of Pentacles here. 2 aces. You are the ace, first of all. You are the ace up everyone's sleeve, you know? That's the thing, I'm hearing, like, you will fix this, you know? If people mess up, you will fix this. People trust you so much. Kind of like, oh, you know, if I mess up so much, I call this person will fix this. With Justice being here, I feel like the 2 of Pentacles from this message is growing into justice. It's growing into... It becomes so much more solid and kind of growing into its final form. You are becoming a version of yourself that is so stable in both your emotional world and your physical capabilities, your divine masculine and divine feminine being so in tune that it you work with both of these energies without diminishing one or the other. And I think that's kind of, I'm hearing like a final form of yours. You're coming into that knowledge. 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. A lot of 2s also. 2. There's a lot of confidence in you and stability in yourself as a person. I think you're becoming so grounded and so intuitive at the same time. Down to earth. Okay, let me get more. What else is there that you want to tell group number 3? Okay, a bit less, please. But also, I'm being called to Feeling Right at Home. That's the lyrics of the song. It's called The Traveling Song. It's from Madagascar. Take it as it resonates, but like... it talks about like feeling out of place, and now you're feeling so grounded and so in your place of sense of place. It's so interesting. If it resonates, you know. Okay, what are other message that you... Hierophant, yeah. I think you're becoming so much more mature and so much more stable with the Hierophant here. It's... You're always growing. You're becoming a better person day by day. And I think you always have that sort of motive, let's say, of being better. But in this stage of your life that you will come to, I think it becomes so much more prominent and so much, it grows in your list of priorities to become more intelligent, read more, know more about history, about poetry. Oh, that's interesting. I'm just seeing a person with a long beard just sitting on his porch and smoking a pipe and reading War and Peace. Listen, if that resonates. It's that kind of chill energy of yours. That's the grounding energy that I feel that you are finally becoming, finally tuning into. Three of Wands. This is such a beautiful message, I think, overall. Why is this? There's something... Okay, yeah. I feel like there's only good in your future. I think your spiritual team wants you to know that. There's only good coming. I think you also deserved it. And it's not saying that like all of this work that you put in, it's not like going to go away, but they are telling you that good things are coming in and like results will start to show. And I think all of the work that you have put in, everything will start to come together. Beatles, come together. If it, you know, another one of the songs that might work for you. Yeah, but the results of all of your input are starting to show and starting to grow. It's so promising. Such a beautiful energy. Such a calm, mature person. Love this. Absolutely love this. And there's always new opportunities coming in, especially in this stage. Like there will always be opportunities coming in, and that's what I'm seeing. Like you decide to take those opportunities and they instantly show you results. Wow. Okay, let me get into the final messages from your spiritual guides, ancestors, source, and just see how they see you, or just final messages they want to tell you. Okay. We have... Ooh, now this is interesting. We'll see how this... We have Two of Cups in reverse. And we have Nine of Wands upright. Could I get more, please? And then we have the Hermit. And we have 6 of Cups. Which actually thought I was seeing right here. I was waiting for that to come. I was waiting for that to come out. I think there's an underlying message of you have given up on love. With 2 of Cups being in the reverse, it feels like you have given up on finding a partner or finding love. And you have been the hermit. You have been enjoying your life by yourself, and you know, I feel like you only need yourself. This is the conclusion that you kind of came into. And 9 of Wands, it feels like you are traveling by yourself, or, you know, figuring out all of these things by yourself. And you have been doing that since you made that conclusion, you know, about love. And with the Hermit, it feels like you've made your peace with that. You've made your peace with being by yourself. And let me tell you, especially within this deck, which this deck is the chillest one I have, so you're just a chill guy, regardless of gender. But this specific Hermit card, this person is going out into the woods collecting herbs, collecting mushrooms. It might be just exactly that, herbs and mushrooms, if you know what I mean. Just chilling, absolutely enjoying life by yourself, you know. And this is speaking about like a romantic connection of some sorts. With 6 of Cups being here, and in this specific deck, there might have been a person in your life, in your early life, in your adolescence. Is that it? I think that's a word. In, you know, when you were a teenager, you know, a child, a person that you still think about till this day, that you have felt genuine connection with, and there was no one who surpassed that connection. And I feel like the one that got away, maybe someone that was really dear to you. There's also a song, Jungle by Tash Sultana, that is coming in. I'll put everything in the description for you to check out if you would like to. But yeah, getting back to 6 of Cups, this was a significant connection to you that you remember till this day. You have not let that connection go. I am gonna get one more card. I think that's why it was so difficult for you. With, you know, the basically 2 of Cups in the love card in reverse, and 9 of Wands being there. Why this connection was why it was so difficult for you to find someone else that meets your standards, expectation, because you have this, and I don't know how this ended, but for some reason you have chosen to rather be alone and by yourself than having to find someone to replace this person. The Magician. I think this is something that you have chose for yourself. I think there's some sort of a sore spot, like a hurting spot in your heart, something you have not had closure on, and you are kind of lingering on that connection still. And with the Magician being here, I think this is a conscious choice of yours to not pursue anyone but this person, which is interesting. I want to pull one more card from your ancestors and your spiritual team for what do they think about your decision, and maybe there's something that they actually want to advise you on. That's the thing, is like, it's your decision, and it's whatever you want to do with your life. Your guides will help you with whatever decision you make. But just, I was called to pull another card specifically for advice for this situation, for this specific message from your guides. Thank you. Seven of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. Well, they cannot tell you anything. It's your decision. The only thing they're insinuating is that it's, you know, it's gonna be lonely. It might be hard for you. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like that they're insinuating that this plan that you have and the action like that you decided on, it's a bit unstable, and unstable in a way that it's not sustainable or sufficient enough for you, and it will not last you long. You will not last long with this plan that you have. It's like their advice is to just find stability in yourself, but do not block off love if it comes your way. Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna take this. It's about you being bored and you being tired of this, and of this decision that you have made for yourself. You can always change your mind, by the way. But I think they're telling you that this is not quite sufficient enough for you, or will eventually just become boring, just become tiring. I think they're also encouraging you to rethink that decision, because that's the thing, like, they cannot make you do anything, and you know, or influence you to do anything. It's absolutely your decision and your choice. They can only give you advice on, you know, and their advice is not, don't do that. Their advice is rethink this through. I think they trust you to be... Oh my god, the song for you is Giving Up. Whether she knows or not. Oh my god. I will put it in the description. She really needs me too, the little girl is all I got. Oh my god, this is absolutely about some sort of love you had for someone in your teenage years, in your past. Wow. You're still thinking about that person. And your guys are telling you to rethink this decision of not pursuing anyone, if that means that you cannot, you know, if you cannot pursue her, you're not pursuing anyone. I said her. This might be divine feminine. Might be not. Take it as it resonates. Tarot does not have a gender. Yeah, just sit down with your thoughts once more. Rethink it. Maybe you'll find some sort of a solution. Other solution than this. Okay, I think we're done here.
Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. I hope I brought you some clarity and some peace of mind. Nevertheless, be very discerning about everything I said here today. And if you don't like where you're going, switch it up, turn it around, change directions. It is up to you. Otherwise, let me know how it resonated. With that, good luck, have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you. Bye!